run you through my Monday really quickly. I'm gonna be doing 2 Jack Weston passages to start my day. Those are for the reading section, cars. And then I'm gonna do biochem and gen chem today. I will be using the Pomodoro method. It really helps me just like knock things out because it's very easy for me to push things off when they're intimidating to me. And this entire process is very intimidating to me, so it's not a great combination, but the Pomodoro method helps me reduce that intimidation. I will walk you through everything I do and it'll be a really fun day. Oh, also, another reason I need to be really, really productive this week. I mean, I need to be really productive every week, but this week in particular, I'm going to DC on Friday for the weekend with my friends. I'm really excited because I haven't seen them in a long time, but that does mean that like I need to be super focused Monday to Thursday, and I'm even planning to do some stuff while I'm in DC. I just want to make sure I can go there and have a feeling of, wow, I did a lot this week. I'm really feeling accomplished. It's like the worst feeling ever when you just want to enjoy yourself, but all you can think about is, man, like I didn't finish that chapter and like I'm here doing this activity, right? Because I already pre-planned the activity or whatever it is. So I want to avoid all of those feelings. I want to make sure I go and I feel really good about where I'm at. I think I can do that. So let's just have a good week and I will take you along with me on this Monday. Oh, also, totally cut my finger this morning on those apples from my oatmeal. Let's get started.
All-time high, anxiety is showing underneath my eyes. Watching as I let you take up all my time, just to do it over again. Drag me through the dirt, degrade me, mess things up, then always blame me. Smile politely while you tear me down.
Just finished the first passage that I did. Oh, it was so boring. It was about national economics. I really did not like it. I struggled. I only got 2 wrong out of the 6, but I felt like I was not confident on my choices in general. It also took me like nearly 30 minutes, and these are supposed to take like 9 minutes to do, so we're learning, but that's kind of an issue. I'm gonna look at the answer choices and just read through the explanations, and then I'm gonna do the next passage. Moving on, we're gonna do this passage, reflective art. Okay, passage number 2 is done. I did it in 9 minutes, which is really good. This passage was way easier. It was about art, and I missed one, but I felt like it was such a dumb question. Like, this is the question I felt like was not that great. Which of the following is most like this guy's films or this girl's films as they are described in the passage? And it's like, this is so subjective to me, in my opinion, because none of this is mentioned at all in the passage, and obviously it's like a metaphor or whatever. But if you look at the solution, the reasons that they're incorrect is like, these are random choices, but it's like, what do you mean? An airplane is just as random as the rest of these random things. But anyway, this was the only question I got wrong, so I'm fine with it. We have 16 left on the Pomodoro, so I'm actually going to stop it and do like a 5-minute break instead of a 10-minute break, and then I will get into the next step. I made a little matcha for a nice noon pick-me-up. It's like 11:46. I'm gonna start on this chapter. Kind of had a little slow start here. The matcha looks like a really good color. It doesn't really taste that good. Oh my goodness. I'm wearing one of these little things because my finger, it cut it. And apparently my sister and brother-in-law had these on hand for this exact reason. So like your Band-Aids don't get wet, cut doesn't get into things if you're continuing to cook. So I look ridiculous, but anyway. I actually really enjoyed this when I took biochemistry, but I have to relearn it. Also, all of this highlighting is from a previous time in my life when I was studying. It is not current. So when you see highlighting, I did that a long time ago. Michaelis-Menten plot, you are seeing substrate concentration as it relates to your reaction's velocity. The example they used here was stress balls and stressed students, where the stress ball is the enzyme and the stressed student is the substrate. We now have 101 students, but we have 100 stress balls, all of those stress balls are already being occupied by the first 100 students, and your reaction is going to be at this plateau regardless of how many more substrates you add into the mix. Only until you add more enzymes will that change at all. Means that your enzyme and your substrate actually have a really good binding relationship. That means it takes a lot less substrate concentration in order to reach the half max velocity. So let's go ahead and see if that explanation is satisfactory. As Km increases and enzyme's affinity decreases. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. So I just finished that chapter. I have 3 minutes left on this timer. In that time, I'm just gonna go ahead and unsuspend the cards that are relevant. Here, Command A. Now they're all selected. Command J. We have 46 new cards, so there were 46 for that section. So I just finished lunch and I did some cards while I was having lunch, but I'm actually going to stop doing that now and go over these questions here. Okay, I'm actually on track today. Practice questions, 2 o'clock. It's 1:52 and I'm starting. How nice. A product, or this is true, A is false. It's not true, it's not proportional because it's more like that. Apo enzyme. B. I'm gonna go with A. Decreasing activation energy. Substrate C is an allosteric inhibitor to enzyme 1. Feedback, negative feedback. D. I think it's 0.5. The rate of the reaction will be 10. Half max. It's 10. This is the regular drug, right? No inhibitor. I think it actually does increase the Km. Yeah. It's B. D. How would you know? Fully thought I was time-lapsing that and I just recorded myself taking that whole thing, but I just finished. I'm gonna go ahead and check it. It didn't take me that long. I was on the 25-minute timer and I've got 8 minutes left. I'm gonna go ahead and check it now and see how I did. Hey, wow, I'm doing so good. Oh, jinxed it. 9 is C, C, D, 13, 15. Okay, so we missed only 3, that's not bad. All right, we have finished reviewing. I feel pretty good about that chapter. I'm gonna go ahead and take my 10-minute break. I'm going to clean up these and actually make the rest of the matcha because I didn't finish the powder from that packet. Okay, this matcha came out a million times better than the first one, so I'm getting better. I put maple syrup instead of honey. The honey like kind of just got stuck and like wouldn't mix, but the maple syrup dissolves nicely. 1 minute left on my break. Getting one of these that I made yesterday. It's a staple in this home. They're like little protein balls, but it kind of tastes like cookie dough. We freeze them and we all snack on them and it's great.
You in the backyard of your old farm in the summer. Stayed there for 3 weeks where we learned to love each other. Wrote you letters, sent a message to the goddamn. Skipped to the present, haven't been so.
I'm one section in on this chapter of Gen Chem. It's a relatively long chapter. I feel like they're all kind of long. Hoping I can finish by 4 because I'm gonna start cooking at 4.
Sitting in your room, working on my first record. Skip to the present, and I still haven't released it.
But they just went out to go pick up the kids from school, and I have dinner ready. So this is what we made tonight. Like beef bowls with rice. Kids are having some butternut squash and strawberries with it as well. So yeah, I just set up the table for them. I don't eat with them because I like to just get the cleaning done right away. It's also really early, like it's 5 o'clock right now, and that's kind of early for me to eat. I didn't eat lunch that long ago. So I like to just get all the cleaning done, and then I'll eat later on my own time. It's not really a huge deal to not, you know, sit down and eat with them. So I'm gonna go ahead and conquer this. It wasn't too messy of a meal today. And we do use HelloFresh. My sister works for them, so she gets a nice discount. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean all of this. Let's see how long it takes me. It's 5:13. Let's say 30 minutes. I'm gonna be practical. 30 minutes and go.
That's what it feels like. Haven't been so happy ever.
We got zoomies. I just finished vacuuming the floors, and I just want to know if anybody has a solution to this. I lift it up when I'm done vacuuming, and look what happens. All these crumbs fall out. So it's like you just finish vacuuming and then all of these crumbs come right out and I have to vacuum it again. It's now close to 7. I just finished vacuuming up downstairs. I feel really good about today. I'm heating up some dinner, which I'm having leftovers from yesterday when we had stir fry. And Gabby's actually coming over tonight, so I'm really excited. Gabby and I like to plan like one thing a week. And honestly, that's like kind of the extent of my social life. Leftover tofu stir fry.
Yes, this is goodbye.
Lemon jar cookies. Oh my god, I've never seen it. I had such a great day, great balance of getting a lot done in the house, doing a lot of schoolwork, and being able to socialize was also really nice. It's very fulfilling. It feels very good to reach your goals. On that note, one of my goals is to get to bed early, and that didn't happen tonight, but I'm hoping tomorrow I don't feel too tired. I'm gonna slowly work in the early morning wake up to study. For right now, obviously I'm getting to bed at like midnight, so I'm not gonna wake up at 5:30 as is my future plan. My ideal schedule is gonna be wake up at 5:30 and then study until I make breakfast for the kids at 7. I want to get that little couple hour and a half out of the way in the morning because I think that will set me up for success throughout the day. Pop these lights off. I think I will end the vlog here. The next time I vlog, it'll probably be in DC.